Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Tonight I'll be giving you Capper Comparison Picks for some main card fights of UFC Vegas 37. Be sure to check out the previous videos I did this week on all the prelim fights I covered them all. And then I got these three tonight, and I have one more show locked and loaded, not completely, but for tomorrow night. So hopefully everything goes as scheduled. Tomorrow, the soccer practice that was supposed to be tonight got pushed to tomorrow. So I'm not sure. Don't worry, I'll get it out there. But anyway, let's get into this. Excuse me. We're going to start with the middleweight fight between Joaquin Buckley and Antonio Orojo. Arroyo. Okay, Joaquin Buckley, New Mansa. He is a 2-1 favorite, minus 200 odds. He's 12-4. He's coming off a loss to Alicio Di Chirico or Di Chirico. I don't know how you like to say it. I've heard it said from various different cappers in various different ways. I say it Alessio Di Chirico, but I've heard it the CH pronounced with a K sound, Di Chirico. I don't know. But anyway, weird, because Joaquin Buckley, he had that jumping, spinning back kick knockout against Impa Kasanganay. And then he gets head kick knocked out first round by Alessio Di Chirico. Then Alessio Di Chirico gets head kick knocked out round one by Abdul Razak Al Hassan. So it's just weird, all these head kick knockouts with these guys. But anyway, Joaquin Buckley, New Mansa, he fights out of two places. According to Tapology, two different places. He's got Finney's Hit Squad, that's in Granite City, Illinois. Then he's got Murcielago MMA, and that is in Lansing, Michigan. Other people from Murcielago is Daquan Townsend, who's, middling, and Chaos Williams. I'm sure you guys know who he is. So, he comes in here with, Joaquin Buckley comes in here with a slight age advantage. He is 27, and Arroyo is 32. Okay, Joaquin Buckley also has a 2.5-inch reach advantage over Antonio Arroyo. Okay, Antonio Arroyo, he's coming off a loss against that bowling ball, that little 5'2", nothing but wrestler in Duran Win. Yeah, Duran Win, he's straight up just wrestling. Antonio Arroyo had like such a height and reach advantage. He could have did the whole, you know how you take a little kid and push his head and he's swinging and he can't reach you if you're much bigger? He could have did that. That's how much of a size advantage. But he couldn't defend takedown to save his life in that fight against Duran Win. Duran Win pretty much controlled him that entire match. Arroyo looked like he didn't have will to fight. He didn't have gas or cardio, and he absolutely did not have any wrestling. But nonetheless, he does have some BJJ because he's at the Marajo Brothers. He trains out of the Marajo Brothers, and that is in Brazil. Interesting note, this is a middleweight fight, 185 pounds. His last weight, he was 194 pounds, so keep an eye on the scales, because this guy's going to have to suck a little bit of weight. I'm not sure when that last weight was taken. I imagine... Oh, you know what? That Duran Win fight was a catch weight, 195. That's why. And, man, I picked him in that fight. I put money on him. I thought he was a lock. And boy, did he leave a bad, salty taste in my mouth for picking him. Did not like that. So, he does have a 5-inch height advantage, but The Jaquin Buckley does have the longer arms and a 2.5 inch reach advantage, so take that for what it is. He's a plus 170 underdog, meaning you'll get your 170, your $10 bet will win you 17. Okay, so Jaquin Buckley minus 200, a $20 bet to win 10. You have to put up 20 to get 10 back. That's how that works for those who are, and you know, aren't used to gambling and don't know what these numbers mean. Okay, so let's see what these cappers have to say about this fight here. Ugh, it's not looking good. Okay, but we do have a whole new flock of cappers. Their links will be in the description. Be sure to check all these guys out. They're very good. Otherwise, I would not have them in my capper comparison show. We've got SE UFC predictions. I'm putting SE UFC. And he is saying Buckley should get a TKO. Good on you. I'm not sure what the prop pays out, but I like that he's putting that. Then we got Mitch from Really Quick Picks. And Mitch is also taking Buckley by knockout. Maybe he'll make that highlight reel yet again. Don't know. Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics, the Bulgarian cowboy himself, my friend. Vlad is taking Jaquin Buckley because Range says take a side. I gotta take a side. I'll take Jaquin Buckley. I think his original prediction for this fight is that it does not go the distance. Speaking of that, the total set at 1.5 rounds. The over is minus 125. The under is minus 105. So you get negative numbers both ways, but they're not that. You know, it's coin flip, and that's 1.5 rounds. 2.5. I don't know what BetOnline doesn't display those odds, but I'm sure you can get them somewhere. Yeah, these odds all come from BetOnline, and I just got them off the computer right before I started filming this. Then we got both the guys from Tiger Bomb, Jose and Johnny. Different methods, but they're both taking Buckley. We got Johnny saying TKO in the 3rd round. Jose saying decision victory for New Mansa. Then we've got Greedo Plays edging out the rest of the cappers. Greedo is also saying a KO for Jaquin Buckley, making this a full capper consensus. A full capper consensus for those who don't know, which you all should. Oh, there she is. I forgot you were even down here. I thought you were upstairs with Mommy. A full capper consensus is when
all the handicappers pick one side.
That's right. When all the handicappers pick one side.
This is looking at me like I have food.
He's looking at your oversized hoodie, or not even a hoodie, your oversized sweatshirt, saying, "Hey, that's a little too big for her." But anyway, you know how Winston talks if he talked like a human?
Yeah.
Tacoma, you mongrel. That's how. A mongrel is like a mutt dog, and that's what Tacoma is. I do. A little.
Look in the mirror.
Sesame seed or something? I think I got it. Did I? I did. Oh yeah, a little. I gotcha. Now it's gone. There you go. Anyway, yeah, everybody's taking Jaquin Buckley minus 200 odds. Probably because that last fight against Duran win, Antonio Arroyo just he didn't look like he had the urge to win. He didn't go in there with any, even being down 2 rounds. You think in round 3 he'd come out swinging and banging? Did not go that way. Duran Win just, I know. Duran Win just took him down and controlled him the whole fight. All right, eat it. Come on. So I'm gonna go with the capper, full capper consensus. I'm gonna take New Mansa, Jaquin Buckley. I mean, I'm gonna have to say by TKO. And we're gonna say round 2 because Arroyo, he'll last the first round, he'll stay with him, but he does gas. Evidently, he did against Duran win. And but the dude, he's 9-4. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I'm basing a lot of this on that bad taste he left in my mouth in that last fight against Duran win, where I had this dude in parlays. I had straight bet on him, all sorts of crap, and he was the favorite, and he let me down. So I think Buckley's gonna knock him out round 2. Moving on.
Yeah.
Next, we've got another lopsided fight. I think this is the biggest spread difference in the entire card. The widest lines. We've got Cristos Diagos, the Spartan. That's his nickname. 19-8. He is a plus 600 underdog. 6-1 underdog, meaning your $10 bet will win you $60 if he beats this guy in Arma Sarukian. Arma Sarukian. Ahalkalakat. Ahalkalakets. Nora, come on. Can you? Unreal. Ahalkalakets. Arman Sarukian. I don't know. People are saying he is on another whole other level. There's levels to this game, and Arma Sarukian is a full level ahead of Cristos Diago. But minus 850, that is a little too wide. That's not even worth putting in a parlay. It's just disgusting. But nevertheless, 16-2. The 2 losses he does have. He had he made a short notice UFC debut. Took on Islam Makhachev. Short notice, and he made it the full. He thought the public and the cap and the bookies, everybody thought he was going to get wiped out, but he made it all the way to decision with Islam Makhachev on a short notice UFC debut. Impressed the crap out of everybody. You probably wonder, what is that first loss he had? Well, I was curious about that too, so I looked it up on Tapology. He lost to this guy named Alexander Balik. He's another Russian. He got knocked out in 50 seconds in the first round by a punch. And that was in 2015. I will note though, a year after that, he had a rematch and got his revenge. Guillotine choked this dude, Alexander Balik, in first round. The Alexander Balik has an upcoming fight in Bellator. If you guys are interested, I mean, and I looked at his record. He's like middling. He's got handful of losses, handful of wins. But I was like, I was interested in who the other guy that beat Arman Sarukian besides Islam Makhachev was. Another note: he was at Tiger Muay Thai, but I did hear. I don't know if it was I want to say it was in a live stream chat that I didn't check his Instagram. I don't even know if he has it. I didn't check anything media, but the chat, and like I said, things you hear in chat during live streams of all these, like in Pub Sports Radio or James Lynch's, when they do their thing, you pay attention to the chat, because you find a lot of crumbs of knowledge in there, crumbs of information. And someone's saying he's at American Top Team, and he's training exclusively with Zhu Rong, who is also on this card. Interesting. That is very interesting. But anyway, Arma Sarukian, he's coming off a win against Matt Frivola. He is 4-1 in his last 5. I told you that one loss was Islam Makhachev, so he can't take that. And he does have a 1-inch reach advantage. However, Giagos does have a 3-inch height advantage. But I don't know why everybody's down on. I know he's 19-8, but plus 600. Jeez, he's a professional fighter, and he's coming off wins. He's 4-1 in his last 5, and who his loss was His loss was to Drakkar Klose. Drakkar Klose is no bum, and he lost by unanimous decision too. So, I mean, realistically, Arma Sarukian should walk through this guy, but do not bet at that. There's no value there. If at all, any value at all would be that plus 600 on just a shot in the dark, hedge the shit out. I mean, it could happen. The guy, Arman Sarukian, did get knocked out in the first round by a punch in 2015. Yes, he did redeem himself a year later and take care of that guy in the first round by guillotine choke. But I'm just saying, he's not flawless. He's not unbeatable. He can be beat. And Cristos Diagos, he darts choked Sean Soriano his last fight. And he beat him round 2. So, and here's another interesting note I'd like to mention. Tsarukyan has started his fight career, amateur, pro, 2015. Cristos Diago started his pro fighting career 2010. Their ages, I'll tell you their ages. Tsarukyan is a young 24, so plenty of, the kid has a lot of growth left in him. Cristos Diago is 31, kind of, you would say in the prime area, but people are fading this Giagos because his 8 losses and his last wins were just like, that darts choke, but aside from that, they're all unanimous decision. They're decisions. But he lost the unanimous decision to Carlos. But I'm saying he goes to decision. But if you look at Tsarukyan, how did he beat Matt Frevola? Unanimous decision. I think his 4-1 his last 5. I'm not 100%. I can check, but I think a lot of them were decision. So if it does go to decision, I mean, shit. Let's see, I got him right up here. Yeah, he beat Davi Ramos, decent fighter, unanimous decision. He beat Olivier Aubin Mercier, unanimous decision. Then he had that loss to Makhachev. Okay, so he has a head kick, round 3 head kick win over some guy named Felipe Oliveira, and that was in Platforma Cup 2018, S70. I don't even know what kind of regional thing that is. But I'm just saying there's there's a lot of hype on Tsarukyan. I know he looked really good, even in his loss to Makhachev. The kid looks great. But man, at minus 850, does he look that great? I don't think so, guys. But I'm going to just really quickly throw all the cappers, and nobody's taking Cristos Diagos. Nobody that I've heard, not even in chat rooms or nothing. However, people were saying, if it's like, if you want to take a flyer out on underdogs, the biggest underdogs, who has had the better chance to win it? JP Buys or Cristos Diagos? I don't. If you have to pick one of those guys to overcome the great wide lines, and they're the 2 biggest underdogs on the entire card. I don't know. I would give them both the equal. I think JP Buys has a better chance of winning than Cristos Diagos does. But I'm just saying, the chance is still. I mean, it's a fight, guys. And Giagos he's not. I don't know. I don't think he's a bum. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a darts choke win. So, I mean, in the UFC, I'm just saying, But anyway, let's go through this. Brito thinks he's going to go decision. And the decision prop, minus 105. If under 2.5 rounds, minus 125. Then we've got both the guys from Tiger Bomb. Johnny said decision. Jose didn't really say how, but they're both on him. Okay, then we've got Vlad, UFC Celebrities and Classics. Also decision for the big favorite. And real quick picks, Mitch also saying decision. Look at all these guys picking decision. Why? Because this guy, he doesn't really get the finishes. However, SE UFC predictions. SE UFC. He does say Tsarukyan by submission, and that threat is there. But man, Giagos has submissions. Darce choke, Sean Soriano, round 2, last fight. I'm just saying, I don't know why the line is so big on this. I understand the hype. It's warranted, I'd say, but this line is definitely not warranted. He should not be that big of a favorite. Minus 850. You can't even. That'll suck your parlay down to crap. So this is my deal. Oh, this is full capper consensus. Second one on this card. But all right, for tapology purposes, where they ask you to pick a side and method, I'm taking Tsarukyan, and I'm going to take him by decision. However, I'm definitely not betting him. I'm not even putting him. You know how I say I make 3-fight part. I have to, because that's my word is my bond, and I say every video I do, I make a 3-fight parlay. Oh, that's all right. You want to do the dance? You can do the dance. Full capper consensus. Everybody's taking Arma Sarukian. Ahal Kalakets. Kalakets. We're here. Okay.
So that one?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna hedge bet. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of something on Giagos in case it's a trap. It's a trap. I don't know if it really is, but I will sprinkle a little bit, maybe like a half a unit. That's $10 to me. Half a unit on Giagos, $10 bet. If he happens to win a decision or something, that's $60 I just gained. I'm not gonna put $85 to make 10. That's ridiculous.
So you're
okay?
gonna choose both of them?
No, I'm picking him in my contest pick, but I'm gonna bet this guy because he's I can make a lot of money if he somehow wins. And that somehow I think
if he wins, do you get money?
only if these guys win with him. But Tsarukyan, he should win 7 or 8 times out of 10. If they fought 10 times, I would think Tsarukyan should win 7 or 8 of them. 70% I'll give him. 80% maybe. But it doesn't warrant that minus 850. That's just disgusting. Okay. Moving on, we have the females. We've got undefeated Mandy Baum, the German fighter, at the underdog, slight underdog, plus 106, taking on the Queen of Violence, Ariane Lipski. Ariane Lipski is a slight favorite at minus 126. Okay, we have the Queen of Violence taking on Monster, Mandy Baum. Let's talk about the favorite first.
It's not Kyron.
Corinne?
It's Kyron.
Kyron? Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, Ariane Lipski, 13-7 professional record. Her husband / coach down at ATT is what's his name? Renato Silva or something like De Silva. Down at ATT, and I know she was at King's MMA at one point, but now she's definitely at American Top Team because I do follow her on Instagram because I think she's beautiful. And there's pictures with her with the GOAT, Amanda Nunes, and there's a flock of quality fighters down in ATT. And her husband, lucky guy, is one of the coaches at ATT. So, fighting's on her brain all the time, but she's also doing a lot of self-promotion. Like, she's got sponsorship deals.
Mommy?
What about mommy?
Is she pretty too?
Yeah, of course mommy's pretty. But Ariane Lipski, yeah, she's coming off loss. She got ground and pound beat by Montana De La Rosa. Can't take much from that though. Montana De La Rosa is the breadwinner of her power couple, her and Mark. Mark De La Rosa is not even in UFC anymore. And before that, Lipski, man, I've lost so much money on this girl, but I don't know. I'm not a simp, but I mean, I like her. But I'm gonna pull it up just really quickly.
I don't know what
Before that, she lost a pathetic grappling. She lost a fight to Antonina Shevchenko, not Valentina.
I don't know what a simp is.
A simp is a sympathizer. It's somebody that likes people and just gives them money and
Is there
stuff.
something on my sleeve?
No, but the marker. Alright. She did beat Luana Carolina by knee bar before her double back-to-back losses. She's actually 3. She lost to Molly McCann. She's 2-3 in her last 5. Not a good look for Ariane Lipski. I think this is kind of you best perform or you're out. I don't care who your husband is. I don't care where you train at and who you train at. You know what? I picked her over and over again. She was a KSW champ. She was tearing through that Polish regional scene. But now let's discuss her opponent. Oh, the ages. Yeah, Lipski is slightly younger. She's 27. And Mandy Baum is 32. So she does have a slight edge in age. But let's talk about the undefeated opponent, Mandy Baum. Mandy Baum, she's German.
She's way younger than you.
Monster is German, fighting out of SBG Ireland. If you're not familiar with that, that's the John Kavanaugh is the head coach, and that's where like Conor McGregor is out of there. It's SBG Ireland. It's a pretty well-known European facility. They're both the same height, but Böhm does have a 3-inch reach advantage. This is her UFC debut. That's 7-0. Her last fight was in Bellator against Greit Eickhout. She won by unanimous decision. But if you look at many of her opponents, she's kind of like I think her record is padded. She's kind of a can crusher. Let me pull that up really quick. Nora, put the cat down. She doesn't like that.
First of all, it's a boy.
Or he doesn't like that. Whatever. I can't tell the difference sometimes. Let's see. Mandy Baum. She's pretty too. She's got yeah. Her opponent's records are like the last victory was 5-3-1.
Daddy, I'm letting him go. He's not moving.
Before that, she beat somebody, Jade Mason Wong, 3-0. Before that, 0-1. Before that, a 2-3 girl, 3-1, 0-0. She doesn't have the experience. She's 7-0, but she's 7-0 against a bunch of nobodies that you've never even heard of. I've never heard of not one of these girls. Her pro debut was 2014, where she had a no contest triangle choke. I think that was a loss, but then it was overturned because of some sort of drug thing. I'm going to pull it up real quick, and it doesn't say, but it's non-disclosed. So I don't know what happened there, but Kiefer triangle choked her. I'm pretty sure, but then it was overturned because this Sinjak Kiefer, another German girl, I think it was overturned because of dirty urine, like a drug, she was on steroids or something. But anyway, Ended in no contest. Yeah. Anyway, so Mandy Baum 7-0 is her record, but that no contest should be 6-1. That's what it should, or 7-1. The no contest is just a no contest. But you got to, in her defense, that was her debut fight, first fight out of everything. There's no amateur records of her. But anyway, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to just tell you what the cappers have to say for this fight. Very, very interesting. Okay. Taking Mandy Baum, let's start with the favorite, Ariane Lipski from American Top Team. Her husband coach, Renato da Silva. And on Instagram, pictures with her in shin guards, kickboxing gear, protective gear, and right at ATT next to Amanda and Nina Nunes. That's the Amanda Nunes' husband, I don't know. I think Amanda's the man in that relationship. But anyway, Lipski's training at ATT, and it's for real. Okay, taking on this Mandy Baum out of Germany that has a bunch of...
Germany?
Yeah, she's German.
Mama grew up.
I know, that's where Mama grew up. But she's actually fighting out of Ireland.
Ireland?
Yes.
Did she grow up in Ireland?
I don't think so. I think she's definitely German. But it's in Europe. You can drive to, you can get to Ireland like in a day or something. I don't know. I don't know.
From here?
What?
From here?
No, from Germany. Germany to Ireland. I think it's like a day trip. I think it's that, like that.
So you'll get there at nighttime?
I don't know, Nora. I don't know.
You don't
Okay.
know a lot of things.
You're right. I
And
don't
I'm the
know.
one who doesn't like them.
You're right. I don't know. We're gonna start with Mandy Baum. Okay. We've got Greedo. Greedo is thinking Baum should get a TKO. Really? In round 3. TKO in 3rd round. Okay. Tiger Bomb. They're both taking Baum, but Jose is saying it's a coin flip, and they have both different methods. Johnny said TKO second, but then Jose said decision, but he did say this is a coin flip fight, and I look at the odds even say it's a coin flip fight. Very close odds. It kind of is a coin flip fight. Vlad, UFC Celebrities and Classics. Ranger's gonna make him pick a side. I'll pick the German Mandy Baum. Vlad, yeah, the one that's very proud of you that you're playing soccer. He was so, when I told him you were playing soccer, he was so thrilled. He was like, "Oh, that's great. Tell Nora I said that's fantastic. I'm very proud of her playing soccer." Yeah, isn't that awesome? Then we've got real quick
Didn't
picks.
you say that Vlad was a soccer coach?
He is a soccer coach, trainer, and a ref.
What's a ref?
The guy that makes the calls on the field, like if it's out of bounds, goal kick, throw in, all that stuff that you're just still
Does
learning
he
about.
get paid for it?
He does. I don't know how much Flag gets paid for it, but he does. It's one of his jobs. He's got like 3 jobs. Real quick
And
pick.
he owns an apartment?
He lives in an apartment that he rents. He doesn't own the thing. Real quick picks. Mitch also taking Mandy Baum. All these guys taking the underdog in Mandy Baum. I mean, she could be great, I guess, but I'm not seeing it. Look at her opponents. Really, look at the quality opponents. Okay. Finally, though, thankfully, it's not a full capper consensus. Someone is taking Ariane Lipski, and that is SEUFC predictions. Taking the Queen of Violence, Ariane Lipski, to beat the monster Mandy Baum. And you know what? You guys have already heard me jabbing about it, and I'm taking Lipski again. Yeah, she's burnt me a couple times. Her last 2 fights, And that fight against Molly Meatball McCann, I also took her there. I've taken her all the time. I take her, but I did make money when she heel hooked that Luana Carolina. Luana Carolina, whatever. Anyway, I'm taking Queen of Violence.
Who's the Queen of Violence?
Ariane Lipski, very pretty. You want to see her?
Uh-huh.
Move my mouse and look, it's right here. You want to see her? She's very pretty. Come here. That's Mandy Baum. Right here. There's Ariane Lipski with the yellow thing on her head. She is pretty, isn't she? And strong, but look at all these red marks. She lost to Montana De La Rosa, Antonina Shevchenko, Molly McCann, Joanne Calderwood, all the back, and then before that, canceled fights. Before that, her losses were back in 2015. But anyway,
But she got lots of wins.
I'm taking Lipski, and I think she's gonna get it done by decision.
But Papa, look how much wins she has.
She does have a lot of wins. She used to be a champion. So, to recap, I've got Jaquin Buckley knocking out Antonio Arroyo in the second round. Then I've got Arma Sarukian, like everybody else in the entire world, to beat Cristos Diagos by decision. However, I'm hedge betting Giagos because it might be a trap, and I don't think that line, there's no value in 850, and everybody's fading Giagos for unjust reasons. There's not, you know, I know, it's a trap. And finally, I'm taking Queen of Violence going against the capital majority, me and SE UFC predictions. And I'm taking, because she's an ATT and I follow her on Instagram, and she definitely is training with the Nunes family, and her husband is a coach there. So, I don't know. I'm just going with Lipski. She's got better quality resume. This girl, Böhm, is unproven. She's 7-0, but it's not really. I told you that no contest, she lost that. Despite if the other girl was on steroids or not, she lost. Triangle choke. But,
What's a
so,
triangle toe?
it's a jiu-jitsu move. But anyway, yeah, I got Lipski. So to gather the info, place the bets, and cash the tickets. Thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Go ahead, fill the comments with who you guys think is going to win these fights. I'm sure the Tapper consensus is you guys are on board the same way. Tsarukyan's going, Tsarukyan's going to walk all over this guy. Well, maybe, probably, but I don't know. It's a fight. It's one man versus another. And Giagos is not a scrub, so I don't know. And Lipski, come on, girl, because if she loses this one, she's out of the UFC, and I'm going to stop following her on Instagram.
Subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe. Good luck on these bets, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow to finish off the main events. I went a little bit over on the time today, but it was worth it. All right, thanks, guys. See you next time.